Hey guys, so we are in a little bit of a different setup today. I'm actually in California with my boyfriend Jared. We are on a work trip for him and he is away doing something like work related, and I'm like, okay, perfect, pretty lighting, and I have a very ghetto looking setup right here, but it's fine because this works. And yeah, so I just thought I would sit down and do a little makeup, get ready with me this morning. While I had some alone time, I just showered, I'm drinking my coffee, just kind of taking it slow, and I thought that I would take advantage of this time and the lighting, duh. But I am going to be doing a probably just like natural look today, just because it is more of, you know, a work event and I don't want to come in with like a purple smoky eye. But we are going on a catamaran. I'm not really 100% sure what that is, but we're going on a catamaran this afternoon, and then we are going on a yacht dinner tonight. So I am just gonna do a nice day to night look that is like appropriate for both. But I'm gonna be using the Bad Habit Luna palette today, and then I'm gonna be using the Bad Habit setting powder, and I am in shade number 3. They have 8 shades, but I thought 3 would work for me, and I've been using it for the past few days and it works great. I would like to try a couple more shades though, just out of like curiosity, but we'll get into that. But anyway, I have been playing with this palette for a really long time. It is freaking beautiful, but I love this palette because you can really get a really glam look out of it, but you can also get something super natural, everyday glam. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I already set my eyes and did my eyebrows, except now I'm like looking at my eyebrows and I'm like, I think I want to kind of fix them, but it's fine. I packed everything in a little backpack, like purse book bag, like Michael Kors little tiny one, not a big one, and a carry-on. So everything is like super compact. I just brought like the bare essentials, so I might do like a little mini teaser on Instagram just to kind of show what I would pack just to fit everything into a carry-on so I don't have to check a bag, because I was very impressed with myself that I was able to do that. Just gonna pat myself on the back. But I'm gonna go in with just a fluffy brush. Let's get down to the makeup, sorry. And I'm going in with just a matte cream shade. I set my eyes today with the Tarte Shape Tape. I've been doing the Shape Tape lately for my lids, and I like it. It's like super matte, and I like how it cuts my eyebrows, so then I can just do my whole face. So with this palette, it does have a cream shade right here, but it has just like a slight sheen. So for this shade, I usually like sticking it right up near my brow bone and not all over my lid, but that's just a personal preference. I have set my whole lid with this shade, but just has a little bit of a sheen, so I'd rather just stick it up there. Then I'm gonna go in just with a fluffy brush, and I'm probably gonna start off with, I don't even know how to pronounce this one, but it's this shade. And these shades blend really nicely, and they build up really nicely too, where it's not like super aggressive or patchy. There is some fallout, but honestly I don't really mind because I do my brows or my eyes first normally. And I have done my brows or my eyes, oh my god, I can't talk. I have done my eyes first with this palette, or last with this palette, and the fallout wasn't crazy bad. Like enough to where it like ruined my look, you know? I'm just gonna build that up a little bit in the outer corner. I'm sticking very neutral. The very first look I did with this, it was like really smoky pink and purple, like really pretty, which I never really do purple, but ever since I got this palette in that one ColourPop Daddy shade, I've been doing a lot more purple because I think it brings out the green in my eyes. But I do love this because I feel like I can travel with it and get more than just, you know, a really glam look with it. I can get something more every day. And literally this is all the same shade. I'm just building it up and building it up, and I'm using a fluffy brush. Like, it's super easy. So then I'm going to go back in with this first brush. Actually, no, I didn't use that. It's fine. I'm going in, I have like a little Z palette with me that has some just plain brown shades. Partly because I use a couple of those shades for my brows. I didn't bring my Viseart palette because I didn't want to travel with it. And so I'm just going to like blend in that cream shade. I don't even know what palette I depotted in there, but it's just a bunch of browns. So I'm just kind of blending that out. I'm gonna go in with this little fluffy brush from Morphe, and I'm going into the warmer shade. It looks kind of orange on camera, but it's just like a really warm brown. And I'm just gonna fluff that in there to bring some warmth. I'm not putting as much of the shade on, but it just kind of brings some warmth back into my eyes because that other shade's pretty cool toned. Literally, that's it. And then I'm taking this little pencil brush and I'm going into Mar. That one was waxing, by the way. This one's Mar. And then I'm going in right on the outer edge and just building up that brown a little bit just to deepen the corner out. I'm just like pressing it. I'm not really blending it. I'm just popping it there. Then I take that blush brush, and I'm just blending that out a little bit. I'm gonna go back in. I'm doing this kind of fast so I can download this video while I'm here, because the longer the video is, YouTube won't let me post it on my phone. So I'm like kind of speeding through this, but it's really easy to look, so it's not that big of a deal. But I don't know which shimmer shade I want to go into today. I think I'm gonna go into High Tide. All these shimmers are freaking beautiful, and they last all day long. I know sometimes shimmers will like fade throughout the day or they'll crease really bad, but these are really, really pretty. You like can't even see how pretty that is. I'm actually gonna go into this one too, basalt, I don't know, and then pop that right in the center. Gosh, you can't even see how pretty that is, but it's beautiful. And then I'm gonna go back into High Tide, and then literally that's it for that portion. Brown, I'm going in with my 4-in-1 Double Wear foundation, and I am just gonna put it everywhere. Okay, now that I'm done with that, I'm gonna go in with a little Shape Tape, the same one I used on my eyes, light, medium, honey, and I'm just gonna put a little bit right there, a little bit, a little bit. And then I'm going in with 3W Medium Warm Double Wear concealer. And I'm just mixing that in because right now the light medium honey is a little light for me and I don't want to look pasty. And this one is just like a super nice warm shade that's almost, it's closer to my actual skin tone. Oh, okay. I missed a spot, it's fine. Anyway, so it's a little closer to my skin tone, so I wanted to just kind of tone that down, that shade. Plus it's not as drying as the Shape Tape. I also really like the Double Wear shade for my nose contour because it's not as like crazy different than my skin tone, but it still highlights. Where the Shape Tape on my nose, I feel like I buffed it out too much where I lost the actual highlight of my nose, where this one just blends in really nicely. And again, it's not as dry, so it just looks more natural, but it still highlights my nose. Okay, so that is done. Now I'm gonna go into this Bad Habit highlighting powder, which I freaking, thank you, Bad Habit, because they have a little thing right here where it keeps all of the powder inside and you don't feel like you're making such a mess. And it takes a good couple shakes to actually get the product out so it's not like falling everywhere. There's some powders that I love, but I end up making a complete mess out of them, where this one is just a lot easier because it keeps all the powder inside. So it's kind of like, I put some in the lid yesterday. It looks kind of white here, but it has almost like a peachy undertone, but it's not like peach. It's just an ivory instead of like stark white, and then it's not like peach, but I like it with my skin tone. But I would like to try a more yellow tone one as well, just to kind of compare, but I like it a lot. So I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender and I'm just gonna tap a little in there. So fun fact, this was the blush that I brought with me to Miss USA, and they put like stickers on all of our stuff to like say whose stuff was what, and it still has a North Carolina sticker on it, so I will never ever get rid of this blush, even if I hit pan, but I kind of purposely don't really use it a whole lot just because I don't want to ever get rid of it, but yeah, so fun fact. Next, and almost done with my complexion, I am going into the M501 brush from Morphe, and then I'm going into waning, and I'm going to use that as my highlighter. Also, I forgot to bring a setting spray. Don't really know how I forgot that, but I did. So another reason why I feel like you can travel with this palette, because you don't have to bring a highlighter, and technically I guess I really didn't have to bring a blush either. I've also used that pink as a highlighter. Oh my god, so pretty. Especially when I'm doing like a pinky eye look. It just kind of connects everything together and it's really nice. So I did not bring setting, sorry about that. I literally have, I'm laid out on the ironing board right now, and I have my phone on a box of mixed nuts from the room, and then it's leaning on an iron, so yeah, sorry. But I did not bring a setting spray, which I've said like 3 times by now. So yesterday I used a little bit of the Advanced Night Repair Serum, which I usually use as a face serum, before my makeup and at night, but I put it on my hands and I almost let it dry a little bit, and then I just like tap my face and it gets all of the like powderiness away, which you can't really see in the video, but you can definitely see in real life. It makes a difference, which I was kind of afraid to do this at first because I've seen people do this with the under eye serum, and I'm like, that's gonna like ruin my whole eye look, but it works really nicely for the face, and I just tried it out yesterday. I was like, you know what, if I ruin my makeup, I ruin my makeup, but it didn't, and it got rid of all of the powdery look, which I have no matter what setting powder I use, just because I use so much powder because my face does get oily, but I don't want it to look really powdery. So just a little pro tip, if you happen to, I wouldn't try it with all serums, but I know it works with that one. So I'm going to sharpen this because I have brown on it from yesterday. This is the nude eye pencil from MAC. It's NC15NW20. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to go in and line. I'm going to go into Teddy first and just go right under that. And then I'm going to go back into my little pencil brush, and I'm going to go into the shade, the very first shade that I use that I can't pronounce, and I'm just going to tap off. It does have a lot of fallout, so make sure you are tapping off, because especially right now, because you finished the rest of your makeup, or I have, and it will fall out on your face, but as long as you tap it off, you're fine. I might go, actually, I'm going to go into this little brush, and I'm going to go into that warmer shade, Waxing, and I'm going to just fluff that right here, instead of going into a darker shade to press on closer to the lash line. I'm just going to, I'm gonna go pop on some mascara, lashes, and okay guys, so I popped on some lashes. Please don't ask me what kind they are because I would have to lie to you and tell you something, but I can't remember. I don't remember, but I got them from Ulta either way. But anyway, so this is the finished look. I do know my lips. I used, where is it? Oh, it's right beside me. I used the nude double wear lip liner. I basically use this almost every day. I love that lip liner, but this is like a little mini travel one, so it doesn't really look like this if you get the full size one. But anyway, I used that, and then I used Color Design Pale Lip from Lancome. It's just like a really pretty sheer pink. And then I topped it off with Pure Color in the Reckless Bloom from Estee Lauder. So that is the finished look. Pretty natural. I mean, you know, whatever. Natural for me for the day. But I really like that eye palette, and I think there's just so many looks that you can do with this. And then I love this powder. I've used it probably 4 or 5 times now, and I mean, I haven't had any problems. It's really helped lock down my oil. It's lasted really nicely and looks good in pictures, so it's like 10 bucks too. Seriously, it's really good. So anyway, try that out. Try this out. They're supposed to be launching a new palette soon, so I want to get my hands on that one as well. But anywho, let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, and just drop them right below, and I will try to do another video tomorrow of a different look so you guys can see just something else, maybe a little bit more, you know, fun. I know this was just like a pretty natural eye, but with browns, but maybe tomorrow I'll like use one of the purple or more plum shades. Anyway, okay, so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks guys.